Well, we are back today after Super Wild Card Weekend or almost Super Wild Card Weekend. The Rams Cardinals Monday night game is going to start in a couple hours. The 49ers get a 23-17 win over the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to talk about this game specifically right now on NFL landscape and how my 49ers beat Imran's Cowboys on their home field in Wild Card Weekend. I would like to go first on this one. I think the 49ers were clearly the better team from the beginning. This game came out. They were more ready to play. I think the battle in the trenches, offensive line versus defensive line on both sides was dominated by the 49ers. And at the end of the day, that's why they won this ball game. I think the 49ers run game was key, keeping them in manageable situations on second and third downs. I thought defensively, the 49ers, even though they lost Nick Bosa, were still able to get pressure on Dak and not throughout the entire game, but in key plays that really helped this 49ers team. I just think the 49ers were a better team than the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, the problem with the Cowboys, you can't analyze the Cowboys because it's just, the Cowboys way. You can't get technical with the answer because it's just what the Cowboys do. They gag when all the Cowboy fans expect them to flourish. They gag at the most inopportune times. And I'll tell you what, I said this over and over and over again, against teams with any sort of quality on the field, three things get exposed: their defense, which is turnover centric, turnover or bust. Mike McCarthy, who kind of got exposed yesterday, and Dak Prescott, who had a very mediocre, and that's being nice, game yesterday. And his playoff record now drops to 1-3 for the $40+ million quarterback. I just want to say the Cowboys, the scoreline too is deceiving. The game wasn't as close as what the scoreline made it out to be. The 49ers, especially in that second half, were playing as if they wanted to lose the game themselves. Jimmy G missing Brandon Ayuk, who's wide open. By the way, this Trayvon Diggs guy, if it wasn't for his interceptions, he'd not be in the NFL. Oh my God. And I said this before the game too. Brandon Ayuk is the worst matchup for Trayvon Diggs, because people said Deebo Samuel will tear him up. Well, no, because Deebo Samuel is not really that kind of guy, that kind of route runner to take advantage of Trayvon Diggs' weaknesses. Brandon Ayuk, with his shifty ability, his route running ability, tore up Brandon Ayuk
and
tore up Trayvon
Diggs
Diggs.
is our best corner. That's why he was on Ayuk, because he's your best route running receiver, you could say. All around, you could say Debo's better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and completely tore him apart. And, if he is your best corner, then that just, shows the quality of your secondary right now. I thought we made some coaching mistakes too that kept the Cowboys in the game. 4th and 1, especially the one earlier in the game. I don't understand why you don't go for that. You don't go for the 4th and 1 when Deebo Samuel gets stopped short. It's just like very, very conservative, extremely conservative. A lot of times that we had to go down, settle for 3. I remember we were driving on a 2nd and 5. Jimmy G tries to avoid the sack and throws the ball like 10 yards below the line of scrimmage to Elijah Mitchell, 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, who gets completely stuffed. That messes up a very good drive.
Got a field goal out of that. So.
We still got a field goal out of that, but we could have got a touchdown.
But the Cowboys, they gave away a field goal in that drive. Like, you gave them like 8 yards or something like that on that 3rd down, which allowed a field goal. It was like 53 yards or something like
that. Yeah. Oh, speaking of 3rd downs, giving up a touchdown on 3rd down to K'Wan Williams, who's been one of the more reliable slot corners in this league. What's it called? There was so many missed opportunities the 49ers had to put this game away. It's a lot. And,
we're focused too much on the Niners' bad things compared to we got to get into the Cowboys.
Well, there was more bad things for the Niners than good things. They just happened to play not that good team, to be honest.
Yeah. To me, everything I worried about the Cowboys showed up today. Penalties. I mean, O-line protecting Dak. Dak wasn't great. Mike McCarthy was I don't know, just brain farts, I guess. Just everything just fell apart. I mean, first half was just awful, especially offensively. Um,
Where's
and
all
our
this talk from earlier this season? You were talking all this all season, saying, "Oh, we're gonna beat the Niners." Man, I hope we get the Niners. I'm not scared of the Niners. Now you're just all quiet, just complaining about the Cowboys. You ain't gonna give the Niners credit. Just
I
admit
just
that.
said you're giving too much. I just said you're pointing out too much on the Niners side. I just
Because
think the Cowboys were bad.
I think highly of them, and clearly
Okay.
you didn't.
I mean, I was worried about this matchup. Okay, but about the Cowboys, we were so undisciplined, so many penalties. Some they weren't really penalties, like a couple of times, but we were just really undisciplined.
The
And
Cowboys
I
will
mean,
always do cowboy things. The
in the third
Cowboys
quarter,
will
like
always
early
do
on,
Cowboys things.
that was when we were supposed to come back, and I don't know, Dak threw that interception. Before that, he missed Schultz on third down. He got sacked. He threw like in double coverage one time. And then he made some great throws after that, though, to put us back in. And then Cedric Wilson almost caught that.
Cowboys
It
will
was a
always
roller
do
coaster of emotions.
Cowboys things.
First
The
3 quarters, I was
Cowboys will
okay.
always do Cowboys things. The Cowboys will always do Cowboy things. The Cowboys will always do Cowboy things. You can continue on.
Just y'all try to give us the game too many times, and we wouldn't take it. We would commit some silly
How many times?
penalty, and we wouldn't get the ball, or y'all just get a first down. Just too
How
many
many
times
times? How
we
many times in the Dak
didn't grab the
Prescott
ball.
era has the Cowboys gone down ridiculously behind the team and played their way back in it just to not get over the hump at the end? It happens time and 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 time again. And not a single one of those times have y'all ended up getting over the hump. Y'all fall ridiculously behind and y'all make it a game, compete for the last couple quarters. And at the end, when he takes that one last thing to get over the hump, to complete the comeback, it just doesn't happen. How many times has that
For example,
happened in
like
the
if
Dak
Cedric
Prescott
Wilson catches
era?
that, then that's completely different. You probably wouldn't like. But it shouldn't come down to that. That's the main frustrating thing. Like we were just so bad executing in the first half, and to go down like that, we look so like not ready for the game. I just don't understand what happened.
Y'all tried to bully the bullies when y'all should have tried to play your own games. And, it's just, I would never thought the Cowboys were really a good team compared to you saw at the end, you saw how the Eagles got completely destroyed. That's a team that got into the playoffs strictly because they play in y'all division. I mean, the Cowboys, as long as they play in the NFC East, will always be better, will always be perceived to be a better regular season team than they truly are.
I think people know now to
six
not trust us.
easy wins. Huh?
I think people know now, at least I hope they do, to not hype us up every single year. But it happens every year. That's the thing.
No, it happens every single year, and people still continue to believe. Cowboy fans still continue to believe. You believe.
Well, you're a fan, so you always have like a little belief in you.
I mean, you shouldn't. You should be completely objective. You should realize this Cowboys team is not a divisional round caliber team, and the better team is moving on. Wouldn't you say so?
They got outplayed.
Imran in a very depressed mood.
But I want to say one thing. I don't want to blame the refs, but they were awful. There were too many times, like for example, Micah Parsons was getting held a lot.
They were awful?
Especially.
What? Oh my God. I want to hear this, bro. Come on.
The first touchdown, Micah Parsons was getting held. Didn't call it. Okay.
The Brandon Ayuk, that's a block. You talking about Ayuk?
I think it was. But Elijah Mitchell touchdown.
Ayuk.
That was clear hold.
That's a block.
He's trying to reach, and then he's holding him, and then he gave up.
No, that's a block. Michael Parsons' back is turned, so it looks like he's holding him, but Brandon Ayuk, all he's doing is pushing. That's a block.
But other than that, the Trent Williams was just so annoying. he would move his leg. I've seen many clips of that. He would move his leg, and then Randy Gregory would jump offside, and then they'll call it, oh, offside, neutral infraction on the Cowboys, and they finally called it at the end, but it didn't matter on false start. Can we talk about that QB draw?
Oh yeah.
To be honest, I didn't have a problem with that specific play call. It's just execution for me, because I mean, throwing 2 or 3 Hail Marys at the 40-yard line, I think it was, doesn't really. You're not gonna win the game like that, most likely. But the execution, I think, first of all, Dak should slide a little earlier, because you're not gonna have that much time, and why are you just trying to gain like 3 more yards or something? And then hand it to the ref. Everyone has been saying this. Hand it to the ref. And also, the ref was just standing there until the play ended. He should be catching up with
That's
the
not
play
the ref.
before the.
No.
No, I'm not.
The ref
He
doesn't
only has
know.
like a 5% blame. Most of it is on
The
our
ref doesn't know a
execution.
draw is coming. As soon as he sees Dak Prescott goes down, he runs their full sprint. They're like 50-year-old empires.
I'm saying he should start. Yeah, I'm
You know
saying he
what?
should start running before
Dak
that, but
Prescott
I'm
should
not
have
gonna
picked
blame.
up the ball and went straight to the referee and handed him the ball. Because
Yeah.
what Dak Prescott thought, he could place the ball where he wanted it, and he could choose
He
where
tried
he
to
was
give it
down.
to our center Biadish, like
He could, or
no, give it to
Biadish
the ref.
could have chosen. You have to choose it. Biadish doesn't choose where the ball is spotted. The referee does. You have to know that. And also, Mike McCarthy has to coach that into them, or the Cowboys coaching staff in general. And y'all are gonna do. It's gonna be the same old story next year with Mike McCarthy. Why? Because apparently, according to Stephen Jones, he'll be back. It's just, I don't know. I'm loving this as a Cowboys.
To be honest, I don't think we're winning Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy, and we probably got to move on. But
you weren't winning the Super Bowl because y'all are the Dallas Cowboys.
But specifically, with Mike McCarthy, we're not winning, and we probably have to move on. But I don't want to give it to, for example, Dan Quinn. You think he's the guy? I mean, with the Falcons a lot, they've blown many leads. I just don't know. Kellen Moore, he was awful. He was bad today. I mean, yesterday. I don't want to lose him, but just very bad predicament.
This is the end of the 49ers Cowboys show. Imran is in a very depressing mood. But hey, we'll be back tomorrow to preview some key divisional games. 49ers play the Packers, big game. Chiefs play the Bills, another big game. Bengals play the Titans, another pretty good game. And the Buccaneers will play the winner of the Rams Cardinals, which is also going to be another very good game.
I'm be honest, I didn't even check who was playing because I was so depressed. I didn't want to be on my phone, nothing. You were just breaking the news to me who's playing, like for real. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace out. We'll be back tomorrow.